I'm fascinated by people's ability to not take on accountability.
A huge part of being successful is planning for your future, and all the moves you make now should be beneficial to you in the future. Yes, you want to help yourself now, but also in the long term, because that's what it's all about. Understanding the long game. You see, success isn't going to happen overnight, and it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of motivation and just focus, because so many people claim they want to become successful, yet they never make an action to do it any which way. But the ones that do put in the work, do put in the effort and focus and dedicate time out of their busy schedule to chase their dreams and try to become successful in an area that makes them happy are the ones that plan for the long term. They don't start making moves to only help them now, but to help them in the future. Because if you become successful overnight, the chances are that success is not going to last because they do not have a firmly built foundation. But if you take the amount of time and the right focus and discover the ways that you can truly help yourself in the future, you will do that, and you will want to, because if you put in a lot of work now and that means less work in the future, by all means you will want to do that, so that way you can reap the benefits of all the hard work that you've put into it and relax and enjoy living life to the fullest.
My intention is to be happy, and so I'm not going to apologize for enjoying my work. I am stunned by how many people here don't realize that the quickest path to happiness or more economics in business, given the context of this talk, happens to be in the thing that they love the most, yet they're not willing to eat for the next 3 to 5 years to get there. Let me explain. It blows me away that if you're ridiculously passionate about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, now stick with me, I know this is going weird, that starting your Instagram account, your podcast, and your YouTube channel about Leonardo and Michelangelo and putting out that content for a 3-year period in the long tail of the internet, in the way that niche marketing works, if you focus on that 7 p.m. to 2 in the morning around that world, that literally within 3 to 4 years, the practicality, if you're consistent, to making between $50,000 and $100,000 a year in affiliate eBay links and sponsorship around being the foremost expert of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a very fascinating thing. Every single person in this room, since you're here, there's no doubt in my mind that you are going to kill it. And that's what I want to talk about today, PP. I really want to talk about this. Patience and passion. Let's start with passion. There is way too many people in this room right now that are doing stuff they hate. Please stop doing that. There is no reason in 2008 to do shit you hate. None. Promise me you won't. Because you can lose just as much money being happy as hell. Clap that up because it's real shit. You know, I took over my family business. It was doing a couple $1 million a year. And over a 7-year period, I built it up to a $50 million company, turned 30, freaked out, and decided I wanted to do something else. And so I saw, you know, Zay Frank and Amanda Khan at Rocket Boom doing all that stuff. I'm like, I can do that shit. And so that's what I decided I want to do. I became 1% not happy selling wine. 1. And that's when I changed my life. I started Wine Library TV in February. I had to do the holiday thing and all that. And that's where this all started. And by the way, talking about patience, everyone's like, oh, Gary, this is so great. But you're so handsome and charismatic. I can't do that shit. I had no money. It was a $3 million business that had 10% gross profit, $300,000 before expenses. There was no marketing budget. What I needed is to make every penny work like a dollar. So the strategy became day trading attention. When you day trade attention, my friends, here's what you do. You don't overspend on what everybody believes is tried and true. Every single company in this gorgeous conference right now is grossly overspending money on things that they've been doing for the last decade because it's the things that they accept, or the reporting justifies it, or they're just lazy to try something new. Everyone. And so what you do when you day trade attention is you have to find angles. What's underpriced? How many people here do email marketing or have done email marketing in their lives? Raise your hands. Perfect, a lot of you. In 1997, I started an email newsletter. Most people that came into my liquor store didn't even know what email was in 1997. Collected it in 1998. I had a 200,000 person email newsletter with 91% open rates. Coinciding with me now having to deploy self-awareness, which is fun to tell other people to do, and realize that I was not doing a good enough job with radical candor or putting people in a position to succeed. But, as he told me today, which meant a lot to me, brother, the most important thing that happened there was enabling that individual during this extremely tough time with support and more importantly, a framework to deploy self-awareness. The reason I loved him so much is because I loved him. The job he was doing for him, not that bad, wasn't the best. I am the CEO of my company and don't have a prayer in getting hired by it. I do not have the grammar skills nor the math skills to ever be an employee of VaynerMedia, but I can run it. That level of self-awareness must be talked about. Why did I bring up that story? I have no clue, but I know how I feel about him. I have a funny feeling over the last 4 years, 5 years, he's navigated life. I and my company has grown in profile since then. My name gets thrown around, negative, positive.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and go ahead and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.